The next thing, so 1 through 8, and most of 8, is all public ministry. Here's what he's doing. Healing people, going from town to town, that whole thing. The next part is he's still probably traveling, but 8, 9, and 10, that's true, right? 10, yeah. 8, 9, and 10 is all him and the disciples. The disciples. And then the last part, let me see here. Yeah, 11. Okay, so chapters 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, is that right? Chapters 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16, 6 chapters of the book of Mark is dedicated to 1 week of this guy's life. 1/3 of the book of Mark is dedicated from the triumphal entry, which sometimes people refer to as like Palm Sunday. Jesus came to town on a donkey, and they're like saying, "Yahoo, we love you!" And then like a week later, they're killing the guy. Right? You guys know that story? Yeah, it's crazy. And so that from 11, I think 11:1, if my memory treats me right, 11:1 says that's the beginning of that process. So that to me that's pretty weighty. That 1/3 of some guy's report of some guy, of Mark's report of Jesus Christ, that he understands this part, his time in Jerusalem where he dies and is raised again, is significant. So significant that it is going to take up 1/3 of all of his recording of Jesus, at least that we're aware of. Pretty cool, huh? That was still more summary, but that kind of fit into outline, right? Outline done?
Yeah.
All right. You guys like it? You know what? I cannot wait until somebody else does a better outline. Could I get a little snap for my outline? All right, good. My outlines suck. Oh, sorry. Oh, that's recording. I'm really sorry. I just am not. My brain does not like even fit with like bubbles, like or little marks. What?
You did well.
Did I?
Yeah.
Okay.
Good job encouraging Keller.
All right. So, another really cool thing that Mark records is in Mark chapter 9. I want to turn there very quickly. Mark chapter 9. 9:2. There we go. Turn there really quick. That's just over a few pages. This is one of the coolest things recorded. When I read this, I was like, I got to read this. There's different miracles or crazy things that happen. And this one just amazes me. It's referred to as the Transfiguration. I think it's because like we just don't have really cool words for like freaking awesome. Okay? Transfiguration. And after 6 days, Jesus took with him Peter and James and John. I wonder why it doesn't say Peter, comma, James and John. That "and" in there threw me. I was like, I had to reread that a couple times. Like I'm going to reread it again. Peter and James and John, and led them up a high mountain by themselves, and he was transfigured before them. Wow. What?
What version are you reading?
Oh, I'm in the ESV, I think. Oh, are you? I'm really sorry. And his clothes became radiant, intensely white, as no one on earth could bleach them. And there appeared to them Elijah and Moses. And they were talking with Jesus. Dude, would that be pretty cool to see? Like, it doesn't say any sound, but I'm going to make a little sound, okay? The scriptures do not say there was a sound there. So I'm not saying there was a sound. But a lot of times when there's a bright light, sometimes there's like a sound. Like, okay, everybody make that sound. Okay. Like, I don't know. I'm sure bright lights don't make sounds like that. But
the angels do when the heavens are open.
Yeah, it just seems like oh. It's kind of like we have a doorbell chime or something. Anyway, but how cool. Jesus lets these guys see his glory right here, right now. Isn't that pretty cool? Like, sometimes we're very disconnected from, like, the other realm of life. Like, what is existing out there. And here Jesus lets these people realize man, there's more to life than just what is physically seen. Man, I can't help but think about those guys as one word. Lucky. Wouldn't it be sweet to see that? Wouldn't you think there's a sense of blessing to be aware of the world beyond like that? To see that? To go beyond from just faith and trust, but being there and having eyewitness evidence? Wouldn't that be cool to be a part of that? And so these guys were like, wow, this was a cool thing. And obviously, what does Jesus tell them? Does anybody know? Can anybody guess?
Different verses. I'm trying to find the right one.
Hey, don't talk about it. Right? Okay. I can't find the verse really fast.
Is Jesus says it?
I think so, yeah.
Is it in verse 12?
What's it say? Read it.
It's just in red, so that's what Jesus is talking.
In 10. So they kept the matter to themselves.
Oh, yeah, there we go. He charged them to tell... Oh, verse 9. And they came, and as they were coming down the mountain... Okay, hold on. 1 second. Make my life a little... Okay, at verse 9. And as they were coming down the mountain, he charged them to tell no one what they had seen until the Son of Man had risen from the dead. Okay, there it is again. Shut up, don't tell anybody.
Hey.
Isn't that sweet? Isn't that a sweet thing? It's like, here he is revealing things to his disciples, and he's saying, keep it on the DL until the right time. That's a pretty cool thing. So anyway, summary, you get a little picture of who Mark was, and he gets all these inside scoops. So Mark's book is a little different in the sense that I talked about it, it was free of teaching. And it wasn't free of teaching, that it had less teaching and a little bit more action. Spending a lot of time there in the last days. Now, there's really two ways to talk about this. The first thought I was, well, when it's talking about Jesus' authority at the beginning, and it's talking about how Jesus displayed his authority through all these actions. I mean, when he's recording these actions, he's not just recording them to be like, it's not just like a play-by-play, like, and he dribbled to the left, and then Jesus dribbled to the right.